My next guest is a name and face you've watched and loved for years. Her infectious smile and warm, bubbly personality first captured viewers through the television screen, and now she's bringing that same sparkle back to the stage. We know Paige Davis as the fun, dynamic host of the hit home improvement show Trading Spaces, and as the energetic spokesperson for the Utah-based furniture store R.C. Willey. But what you may not know is that Paige's one true love is performing arts. From Broadway's Chicago to Beauty and the Beast, Paige has performed in theaters across the country, and her current stop, we're so lucky, is Salt Lake City as she takes on the role of Dolly Levi in Hello, Dolly at Pioneer Theater. Today we get the preview and the catch-up. It's good to have you.
It's great to be here. So many people don't know that my whole background is theater, and I've worked on Broadway long before Trading Spaces.
Yeah.
But how's that home improvement girl gonna sing and dance?
Which is why you're laughing as we kind of build the setup.
It's like that came, the whole DIY thing was the detour from the theater, but yeah, I'm so excited to be here. And audiences here they do know me from Trading Spaces, of course. Yeah. But they really know me as the R.C. Willey girl, because I did commercials for them for 10 years.
Was it 10 years?
And I love R.C. Willey. I have things from R.C. Willey. Yeah. And people always want to tell me what they bought at R.C. Willey. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. This isn't a commercial for R.C. Willey. But nobody's seen me on stage here. Yeah. And I've always wanted to work at Pioneer Theater Company, so this is really exciting.
I have to imagine, though, as broad-reaching as your resume is, you just touched on a couple of highlights. You probably get some unique fan stops. I mean, if you're shopping for a refrigerator, for example, or if you're at a home decor store, they're probably like, wait a minute.
It's true. It's really true. And people always want to tell me what they've purchased. And it's fun being a part of a show that has such a legacy and happiness. And the same with R.C. Willey. It has such tradition here. And families kind of grew up going. So to be a part of that aspect of people's lives definitely brings a lot of love my way.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm really excited to be here sharing my love with the audiences here. I mean, I'm delighted to be at Pioneer Theater Company. To play a role like Dolly is insane. She's absolutely iconic. And I've had some amazing roles. I mean, I did Charity in Sweet Charity, the Broadway revival. I did Roxy on Broadway in Chicago. I've done Maria in The Sound of Music. I mean, I've done the iconic roles. Yeah. And this one is just, I did Mame, and that's how this kind of all came about. Hello, Dolly is another Jerry Herman musical, and Dolly's another Jerry Herman diva. And having done Mame, I was like, Patrick said, my husband, you should do Dolly. And now here I am.
Doing Dolly. Well, take us back even further, Paige. When did this love, this passion that's just pouring out of you, as you talk about theater and you talk about the stage, who cultivated that in you, or when were you first introduced?
I have no idea.
Really?
Well, I suppose it was my aunt and uncle took me to see shows, and I really owe them a lot. But I discovered my mom's West Side Story album, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is my life. I must do this.
How old were you?
13.
Wow.
And I just knew it's what I would do. I was determined to do it, even when I wasn't the best. You know, I majored in dance, I studied theater, and even when I wasn't like the best student when I was younger, I didn't care. I just knew I'm going to do this. Nothing's going to stop me. And that's sort of how I've approached life, I think.
I love it. I love it. We feel that from you. When you're on the stage, I mean, the audiences get from you so much. I've described so many beautiful attributes and talents that you bring to your projects. What do you get from it when you're on the stage? And
validation and adoration, my dear.
This.
Applause. I get applause. It's very fulfilling. I did start as a dancer, and that is my most favorite first love. But dance has been very difficult as I've gotten older. Like, you pass 50 and you get a little further in and everything starts to hurt and nothing moves the way it should.
I have my friend describe herself. She's had a similar track as a broken showgirl. Yeah, she's a broken showgirl.
I am for sure. But it's wonderful to be able to throw myself into these acting roles, and I've felt so much joy and love and fulfillment from it.
Talk to me about Pioneer Theater Company. You've been in rehearsal. There's been kind of a build-up now. The show opens in just a little bit. What has it been like to prepare for this role?
We open May 13th. I got a shout out to Karen Eisenberg at Pioneer Theater that it's even still existing. I mean, to have survived the pandemic and to keep a regional theater alive is no small feat. And I know many theaters that folded because of the pandemic. The fact that it's still here, she's still here, is such a testament to the commitment of the arts in Utah and to her drive and perseverance.
Well, they're known for quality of arts, too. I mean, the shows they put on are superb.
That's why I've always wanted to work here. My husband, Patrick Paige, who many Utah fans know, he's worked here, and I was always like, I want to check that one on my list, too. But speaking of the pandemic, not to get all maudlin, but you know, Dolly is really about a woman who's decided to rejoin the human race, to rejoin life after having grieved the loss of her husband. She's a widow, and she's realizing that she's died too, and that she's got to come back to life. And I hope that people can relate to a lot of aspects of Dolly. She's a salesman. She's, you know, she's very much like Harold Hill.
Oh, good.
And she's really
parallel.
funny. She's super, super funny, and she's very manipulative, but not in a con artist way, in a very...
In a smart way.
The end justifies the means way. And I hope that people can identify with the love story and all the different things and her humor. But I think as a collective, I also hope that we identify with Dolly coming back to life. You know, we're all coming out now of this dark place where it was kind of unsure, nobody knew what was going on. Even, you know, in places where, like in Manhattan, I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. In places where it's more spread out, it wasn't as scary. But to be able to come back to life as a country, as a world, I think this musical is so timely. It's so relevant, given that, you know, 1963, I think.
What's your favorite number? As we're watching from our seats, what can we look for and say, this is Paige's moment? She's feeling it.
There is an end number called So Long Dearie, and it is super fun to do. You would think Hello Dolly would be my favorite, but I think So Long Dearie is my absolute favorite.
And before we jump into show details specifically, you referenced your husband. How does a project or an undertaking like this show fit into your personal life? What's going on with you there?
Well, you know, when you do regional productions, you're not always away from home too long. So I'm only away from home 6 weeks. He is going to come out for opening, which is super fun. And then when we close here, he and I are going to meet up in Vegas. He's taking some time off
at that point, right? After that run.
Yeah, we will need it. A nice, good spa place somewhere in Vegas will be nice. A pool. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Well, give us the details. Where can we see you? We're so excited to.
Pioneer Theater Company, May 13th through the 28th. And you can get tickets at pioneertheater.org.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you feel the love, because you are loved, and it's so fun to see your face and name back here in the state.
It is wonderful to be in Salt Lake City. I do feel the love here. I feel the love toward me, which is great. But also when you land here, you just kind of feel the love. There's just a comfort here. It's so beautiful. I told my friend, it's surrounded by mountains. And then I took a picture, and he said, wow, you're really surrounded by mountains. I said, yes, that's exactly what I said. He said, well, I thought you meant you could drive to mountains easily. I'm like, no, we're literally surrounded in snow-capped
living in a painting.
We're living in a painting. Yes.
Well, we're glad to have you with us. So excited for the show. Can't wait to grab our tickets. Make sure to get yours. We'll link you over to the Pioneer Theater Company's website so you can be sure to grab what will be a hot seat in town during this run. Good luck. We're cheering you on.
Thank you.